One of the things that we've been doing over the last few days is charting the wreckage, looking to see where the wreckage path began and where it ended. Additionally, we've been examining the aircraft itself to determine whether or not things are either functional or non-functional and anything that may have contributed to the accident or may be causal. Now currently, while I'm speaking with you, we've got a 6-man crew that's doing wreckage recovery. And what they'll be doing is they'll be picking up the wreckage at this point. They'll be transporting it to a secure location where we can go ahead and look at the wreckage once again in depth under controlled conditions. And we'll actually do what's commonly referred to as a 2D reconstruction, where we lay the wreckage out to scale so that way we can examine it better. Now, some of the things that we've done since we last spoke with you is we've determined that the approach path, or approach angle if you will, into the trees from the flight is very shallow. The aircraft hit at a very high speed, and after striking the trees, it fragmented. The wreckage path, which we initially got the information from the FAA, which they measured, initially we thought was about 100 yards long. We now know that it's double that. It goes from where the main wreckage, the hull of the aircraft itself came to rest, up to a fire break that's in the woods. Now the airplane, or excuse me, in this case a helicopter, okay, ended up impacting the trees on an approximate 320-degree magnetic heading. It then traveled through the woods through those 200 yards before coming to rest, and it was subject to a post-crash fire. Our examinations have also indicated that there was no type of in-flight fire or in-type explosion with the aircraft. We've confirmed that we have all 4 corners of the helicopter. That means we've got the nose, we have the tail, and we have both sides. And it appears that all major portions of the helicopter, airframe itself, and components are on scene. All 4 main rotor blades and both tail rotor blades are there also. There are breaks in the main rotor blades that indicate that the helicopter's main rotor was turning when it impacted the trees, and indicates that it was under power at the time. We've been able to establish drivetrain continuity on the helicopter. That means going from the transmission to the main rotor, and from the drive shaft that runs from the transmission to the tail rotor. Both tail rotor blades are also on site. Both are also broken, which indicates that they did strike the trees under power or during rotation. We looked at the transmission. The transmission is functional. We also looked at the chip detector, which is magnetic, which would pick up any metal that was inside the transmission itself, and the magnetic chip detector is clean, and there is no metallic debris on it. We looked at the engine, and the engine displays what we call power signatures, which indicates that it was under power during the impact sequence. Now currently, as we're recovering the wreckage, certain items will be placed off to one side for us when we do that 2D reconstruction. So we'll also be looking at the avionics on the aircraft to see if there's anything that has what we commonly refer to as non-volatile memory. That means that memory that is stored without power and is automatically in the equipment itself, that we might be able to download some flight data